Welcome to Violus, a world as varied as it is vast, home to a multitude of races, flora, fauna, and of course monsters. This adventure takes place on the island continent of Cha Lia. The civilized side of Cha Lia is run by the Magocracy, known only as the Convocation. Their fingers run deep in this society, but their ultimate goals are held close. Rumors abound among high society as to who the true leader of the Convocation could be. The other half of Cha Lia, separated by the Titan's Belt mountain range, is home to untold horrors and abominations. No written accounts of travels there exist, and not even the Convocation dares explore too far into the mountains for fear of grisly deaths. The heroes of this story met some time ago now in Sabrain, the capital city of Cha Lia. They didn't know each other very well back then, and while differences have been had, they've come together through battles, shared stories, and personal connections. Initially, they sought work at a job board, taking whichever one offered the most gold. Of course, it was goblins raiding caravans full of materials intended to be used by the Convocation. The newfound adventuring party sets out and puts a stop to the raids, but rarely does an adventure go as planned. Unable to negotiate with the goblins, alas, this problem must be solved with violence. This first adventure nearly killed them, but they recognized their strength as they worked together. The party ventured back to Sabrain with bumps and bruises, and they run into more troubles along the way. But with each battle, they get stronger and coordinate better. They fight off bandits on the hunt for the party's rogue, but they make it back to their favorite tavern, the Come On Inn. Later, they meet an uncharacteristically friendly dragon by the name of Barras, and he is in need of some help. After deliberation, they decide to trust him, and they set off to clear out a cavern of kobolds that are inhabiting the lair of a deceased red dragon. It's deadly and dangerous, but they persist and eventually succeed. Just in time, too, as they manage to prevent these kobolds from summoning a new Black Dragon Lord. In the process, they discovered a communication gem with a direct link to some draconic entity. They also discover some items with a personal link to their sorcerer's history, including a map to a Convocation dig site in the Titan's Belt, and an ancient artifact that the party's artificer was able to discern some clues from. The artifact has the Convocation symbol engraved into it. The party heads back to Sabrain once again, and they are ambushed by some Convocation mages looking to retrieve the artifact. The mages prove unsuccessful, but it's clear that the party is being watched and is in danger. They need more information, so the party cleric proposes trying to get into the restricted section of the library in Sabrain because he has seen Convocation members go in and out of there in the past. The plan is hatched, and the party is able to sneak in, but they are unable to avoid the magical defenses that kill the artificer. Fortunately, the cleric was able to quickly revive her. They do find some important information in the library's restricted area, but barely make it out alive while trying to escape an enormous spectral dragon. In doing so, however, they cause a panic and put themselves on the most wanted list. It was time to get out of town, to find somewhere safe. They escape through the sewers, running from Convocation members all the while. One battle in particular leads to the death of the sorcerer, but she's able to make some kind of deal with a powerful entity before her soul is taken forever. In the sewers, the party happens upon a like-minded dwarven man who decides to join up with them. He's able to lead them out of Sabrain safely through the sewers and into the countryside. They head towards the artificer's hometown, but decide to detour to an unlikely but potential ally. Sunday Malund, the wizard and member of the Convocation that was our artificer's mentor. Fortunately, Sunday turns out to be extremely helpful, and explains that she suspects the Convocation is up to something dangerous. The dwarven man is distrustful of wizards and magic because that is what destroyed his home, but Sunday is able to provide some clues as to who was responsible. Everyone decides to head out on this clue and aid their dwarven friend that helped them escape from Sabrain intact.